In this video, I'm going to teach you how to get your first 10,000 followers from LinkedIn. Now, I'm going to teach you not just how to get ordinary followers, but how to get followers that have the highest probability of purchasing your services. So without any further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so I want you to take a look at my screen right now. So as you can see, I have over 15,000 followers on LinkedIn. Now, the majority of my followers on LinkedIn are actually potential buyers. I intentionally focused on growing a very tight-knit audience of buyers rather than 1 million followers, because for me, my goal was always to grow an audience, yes, but more importantly, to grow my business so that I could get more clients. And I'm gonna show you exactly how I grew my following like this. I published content every single day, Monday to Friday, for 1 year straight. I didn't stop. Now, the way I structured my content was very simple. I would publish about 5 to 7 posts every single week. Now, half of those posts would be written posts, the other half would be video posts. So what I did to really build trust with my audience and to get more and more people following me was I told stories. 80% of my posts were just stories talking about my lessons, talking about my experiences. So take a look at this post, for example. So I made this post a couple months ago and I said, quick recap of my September. We were coming off a high in August. I knew this was dangerous because every time we have a strong month in business, the next month seems to slow down. So I had a meeting with my team before September started and I said, let's relentlessly give everything away this month. So we did precisely that. In the last 30 days, we published 48 LinkedIn posts, 12 YouTube videos, LinkedIn trainings, and more. 1 webinar. I literally gave my entire strategy away, fully updated my LinkedIn course and my coaching program, added more one-on-one coaching calls for my clients. My entire mindset was focused on giving. On Friday, I looked at the numbers and we almost surpassed August. To be honest, I only say this to show you that inputs equals outputs. The more you give, the more you will receive. If you want to double your income this October, double the value you give. I promise you, it's that simple. So this post here got over 60 likes and over 2,000 views. Now, if you notice, there's no call to action. I'm not telling anyone to buy my stuff, or I'm not even telling anyone to follow me. But a post like this builds an emotional connection with my audience and gets them to follow me. Now, here's the thing. The beauty of LinkedIn is that LinkedIn's an open platform, which means that when you post content, it's not just your own friends and connections that are going to see this. It's open to the platform, which means new people will see your content. Now, one thing to remember is that 70% of the people that see your content on LinkedIn are new. They're seeing your content for the first time. So every time you do publish on LinkedIn, you have an opportunity to show yourself to a new audience. And with that new audience, you can get them to follow you. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that I kept all of my content on the topic of my business. I kept all my content on the topic of client acquisition and everything like that because I only wanted followers who were interested in the same area of focus so that there's an opportunity for us to work together down the line and that I have more of a tight-knit audience. And I encourage you to do the same. It might take a little longer this way to grow your audience to 10,000 followers, but the value of each follower is infinitely more this way than if you were just to create random content. Look, if you just wanted 10,000 followers and you didn't care if they were buyers and you just wanted to hit that number, super easy to do. Just go on Twitter or just go on Instagram and go and find some viral trending videos. Take those videos and put them on LinkedIn. You'll get hundreds, you'll get thousands of views, you'll get thousands of likes, you'll get a lot of people following you, and it'll just get you to 10,000 followers very quickly. But I don't recommend that. What's the point of having all these followers who are not interested in anything you have to say, who will never buy from you, and just want you to continue to show more viral content to them? Right? There's no value in that. So if you really want 10,000 followers, then I guess go ahead and do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. What I do recommend is getting followers who have a probability of being buyers. So the first thing, like I just showed you, is to publish content daily. Monday to Friday, have a mix between video and written posts. Make sure the content is about your stories, your experiences, and your lessons. So the next thing I did to get more qualified followers, obviously with the potential of becoming buyers, was by adding connections. Every time you add a connection on LinkedIn, that individual becomes a follower. So you can actually grow your follower base by adding connections. Okay, so take a look at my screen right now. So let's say I'm a career coach who helps women in tech, right? Just a random example. So what I would do actually is go into the search bar here and type in women in tech. So the first thing I would do is I would actually go here and click on groups. And I would go and find groups with women in tech. So let's take a look at this one. Women in Tech TSIA. Okay, so this looks like a group with lots of women in tech. All right, so right off the bat, I would go and look at the audience members. So let's dive into this. So let's take a look here and click on show all. So right now I have access to all 7,680 members of this group called Women in Tech TSIA. So if I was trying to build an audience of followers who are women in tech, again, in this hypothetical situation, all I would need to do is go to this LinkedIn group, get access to this audience, which I just showed you how to do, and start adding these connections. Okay, so let's take a look at this list. So right off the bat here, we have Sally Anderson. She is in data analytics, biomedical engineering, and she's based in the Los Angeles metropolitan area. So if I was building an audience of women in tech, I would love to have someone like Sally who is following me. So all I would need to do here is click on more, click on connect, click on add note and send her a quick note saying, hey Sally, I'm building a network of women in tech on LinkedIn. Great to meet you. Boom. And I would click send. So as soon as Sally accepts my connection request, she's now following me on LinkedIn. Now imagine we continue to do this on a daily basis, adding 10, 20 connections of our ideal buyers. Now this is how you can quickly grow a following of potential buyers. And this will make you more money, will grow a deep following, will help you have a great audience, you'll have more engagement on your posts. This is the right way to do it. So when you pair these two activities of posting content daily and adding connections who are your ideal buyers, you can grow an audience of 10,000 followers on LinkedIn very quickly. It's just about doing it consistently. So remember, publish content about your stories, lessons, and experiences that speak to your potential buyers and add connections who are your ideal buyers. So go ahead and do that. Build an engaged audience of followers who want to work with you, who love what you post, who engage with your content, and ultimately who want to purchase your services. And as always, if you have any questions at all, here's my LinkedIn profile. I'll even put a link to my LinkedIn profile in the description below, so you can click on that link, add me on LinkedIn, message me, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.